Chris Kirkpatrick, Natural Resources Coordinator, Joe Davis Conservation Foundation.
We have one with you.
This is our Horseshoe Mountain Park. It's a project that we've been working on over the course of the past year. It started in July of 2008 when the Natural Land Institute and the Joe Davis Conservation Foundation had an opportunity to work with the sellers of the property. They were willing to let us get an appraisal of the property and a long enough contract that allowed us to secure some funding. The money for the acquisition actually came from a couple of sources. We were able to get a grant from the Illinois Clean Energy Community Foundation, and both the foundation and the Natural Land Institute had some matching funds from the Doris Duke Charitable Foundation. That, along with a bargain sale from the sellers, were able to close on the property. And I never want to cut another one of these deals as close as it was. It came down to December 31st, 2008, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the seller's attorney walked over to the Joe Davis County Courthouse, recorded the documents, and it was a closed deal. So this project was purchased technically in 2008. Now we've been able to at least, celebrate this acquisition here today and have the future plans of getting some public use infrastructure put on the property so we can allow the property to be fenced up to the access up here, have a parking lot and some signage and some mow trails. Of course, we're still actively seeking funds for those endeavors, but those are the future plans for the site, so everyone can come up here and enjoy it like they are today, see the great view of the property in the city of Galena. The Horseshoe Mountain project, future plans beyond just having it open for public use. We have been working with some other partners in the future plans of hopefully having a nature center or a visitor center up here, sort of designed in sort of a Frank Lloyd Wright style that sort of fit into the landscape. But we've even talked about perhaps having future office space up here, doing an active school and education programs up here, and utilize the site and the property as well. But the property is also part of a complex. Immediately behind us, the ridge line back there, is the Richardson conservation easement that the Natural Land Institute did in the early 90s. It was actually the first conservation easement ever done in Joe Davis County. And so between the conservation easement and the Horseshoe Mound property we're standing on, literally 75 to 80% of the mound is entirely preserved in perpetuity. But this 70 to 80 acre complex is even a bit larger in size. Across from Highway 20 is the infamous Richards Farm, where over the past decade and a half, a lot of citizens and conservation organizations have tried to form the concept of Galena Gateway Park. If that property is eventually acquired, it would create a continuum from the place we're standing at all the way down to the Galena River, and would connect with the City of Galena's Recreation Park, the City Galena River Trail, and the other trail systems that are in the Galena area. So the Joe Davis Conservation Foundation is actively working with the City of Galena to see if there are some ways that we can strategize to preserve the property. The Illinois Department of Transportation is interested in a portion of it for forest mitigation for the Galena bypass. So we are hopeful that in the future we may be able to have a complex of protected land and some public recreation that would happen all the way from the ridge tops of Joe Davis County to the rivers of